heart fought every day to taste the sweet, I face the pain. I rise and fall, yet through it all, this much remains. I consider you active doing practice at the worst and the most challenging time during the pandemic. Such was a difficult balancing act. It had its own limitations. Another year of virtual oath-taking ceremony is an example. Present reality does not allow us to take our oath face to face, yet you embrace it. You have seen the worst and the best. Life really hit us hard on the face. I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be, when all of my dreams are a heartbeat away and the answers are all up to me. So let us continue to cultivate our profound depth, enormous compassion, and a clear sense of wholeness, so we may be instruments for complete, just, and lasting peace. There's nothing else I would rather be but a social worker, and I know that's what you are telling yourselves too. Success is not a straight line. There are bumps, holes, and slips along the way. But it is an inspirational experience of achieving inner peace and casting off the trappings of individualism and materialism. Steve Harvey cautions us that there's no elevator to the top. You have to take the stairs, and one of the steps on the stairs was successfully hurdled, the licensure examination. The rest, you, we, shall be able to hurdle too, together. Let's raise the bar of social work excellence. Let's advocate for the promotion of welfare of our fellow social workers and the standards of social work practice by joining the Philippine Association for Social Workers Incorporated, our community, our professional family. Dear parents and loved ones, administrators and faculty of the universities, you obtained your degree, your field supervisors, your clients, that matter so much because they have honed your competencies by allowing them to enter and be a part of their world. My sincere congratulations too. To our new professional licensed social workers, not any one of us can be like Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, Jim Carrey, Costner, Steve Harvey, nor me, but you can be the best of who you are. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Honorable Acosta and Ms. Ligutom, for those wonderful words of wisdom you shared with us today.
At this juncture, may we present to you the top performing schools of the February 2022 Social Workers Licensure Examination. But before that, let me read to you the citation for the certificate that will be given to the top performing schools. Republic of the Philippines Professional Regulation Commission and the Professional Regulatory Board for Social Workers award this certificate of recognition to Caraga State University, Butuan City, for having ranked first place with 10 or more examinees and with at least 80% passing percentage, with an exemplary passing performance of 100% passing percentage, 27 out of 27 examinees. Among the schools, colleges, and universities in the February 2022, February 22, 23, and 24, 2022 Social Workers Licensure Examination, issued this 8th day of April 2022 via Microsoft Teams application, signed by the following: Chofelo S. Pelando Jr., Chairman of the Commission; Lorna C. Gabad, Chairperson of the Professional Regulatory Board for Social Workers; Fed Jason Sona, Ellie B. Acosta, Rosetta G. Palma, members of the Professional Regulatory Board for Social Workers. And the top performing schools for the February 2022 Social Workers Licensure Examination are Palawan State University, Puerto Princesa, with an average of 92.31%, 12 out of 13 examinees passed. And the top performing schools of the February 2022 Social Workers Licensure Examination, Caraga State University, with an average of 100%, 27 out of 27 examinees.
And now for the top 10 placers of the February 2022 Social Worker Licensure Examination. Certificate reads, Republic of the Philippines Professional Regulation Commission and the Board for Professional Regulatory Board for Social Workers awards the Certificate of Distinction to Francisco Espaldon Ferreras, LaSalle University, for having ranked 10th place in the Social Worker Licensure Examination, given by the Professional Regulatory Board for Social Workers on February 22, 23, and 24, 2022 in Manila, Baguio, Cagayan, Cagayan de Oro, Cebu, Davao, Iloilo, Legazpi, Lucena, Pagadian, Pampanga, Rosales, Tacloban, Tugigaraw, and Zamboanga. Issued this 8th day of April 2022 via video conferencing. Signed, Chocolo S. Pilando Jr., Chairman of the Commission, Lorna C. Gabad, Chairperson of the Professional Regulatory Board for Social Workers, Ellie B. Acosta, Rosetta G. Palma, and Fe J. Sinsola, member, Professional Regulatory Board for Social Work. Tenth place with average of 82%, Herreras Francisco Espaldon from LaSalle University.
On ninth place, with an average of 82.20%, Ponsaran Lenery Buenafe from Capiz State University, Pilar, and Mascareñas Clarence Haddock from Philippine Christian University, Manila.
Also ninth place with an average of 82.20%, Estrella Jovelyn Capote and Daguhoy Regine May Abese, both from Caraga State University, Butuan City.
On 8th place, with an average of 82.60%, Natividad Angela Ferrer and Dondriano Marisa Toca, both from Palawan State University, Puerto Princesa.
On 7th place, with an average of 83.60%, the Asas Jenny Beth Sakai, Asian Social Institute.
On 6th place, with an average of 83.80%, Silva Liana Sofia Claire Parpon, University of the Philippines, Diliman.
On 5th place, with an average of 84%, Padilla Remela Cruz from Philippine Christian University, Manila, and Jumamil Lu Marie Brigado from Bohol International Learning College, Bohol.
Also in 5th place, with an average of 84%, Acuzar John Michael Valente from Caraga State University, Butuan City.
In fourth place, with an average of 84.40%, Estresos Rhea Lynn Mordeno from Caraga State University, Butuan City.
On third place, with an average of 84.60%, Salvador John Ronel Lagan from Palawan State University, Puerto Princesa.
On second place, with an average of 84.80%, Mones Jennifer Macalma from Asian Social Institute.
And the top placer of the February 2022 Social Workers Licensure Examination with an average of 85.60%, Meneses Alain Mateo Ferrer from University of the Philippines, Diliman. And at this point, let us hear the response for and in behalf of our new social workers from the February 2022 Social Workers Licensure Examination top placer, Mr. Alain Mateo Ferrer Meneses. Round of applause, please.
Pagbati at pagpupugay sa mga bagong manggagawang panlipunan ng bayan. Hindi naging madali ang pagkamit sa titulong inaasam natin. Sa gitna ng nakapanlulungong krisis sa kalusugan at ekonomiya, marami sa atin ang kumaharap ng iba't ibang mga suliranin. Nahirapang mag-boost isip sa pag-aaral at nakaramdam ng labis sa stress at pagod. Marahil ang iba sa mga kasamahan natin ay hindi nabigyan ng pagkakataon ni sapat na oras para makapaghanda sa eksaminasyon. Kaya marapat lamang nakilalanin natin ang ating mga posisyon, ang mga pribilehyo na tamasa natin sa proseso, at pasalamatan ang mga taong nasa likod ng ating tagumpay. Sa panahon nito kung saan namamayani ang struktural na karahasan at kahirapan, ang maging isang manggagawang panlipunan ay isang napakalaking hamon. Una sa lahat, hindi biro ang tungkuling ating gagampanan, lalo na sa pagsulong ng pagbabago at kaunlarang mula sa tao para sa tao. Marami tayong kakaharaping pagsubok at mga balakid. Maaaring mawalan tayo ng gana at madismaya sa ating paglalakbay. Gayunman, huwag tayong mawawalan ng tiwala sa lakas ng mamamayan. Habang parami ng parami ang naghihirap at nangangailangan ng kalinga, mas lumalakas ang panawagan para sa ating serbisyo bilang mga manggagawang panlipunan. Higit ngayong papalapit na ang halalan, patuloy na lumalaganap ang disinformasyon sa lipunan. Pilit na binabaluktot ang madilim na bahagi ng kasaysayan at walang habas na binubura ang alaala at kabayanihan ng mga mamamayang lumaban sa mapaniil na liderato. Kailangan nating ipaglaban ang katotohanan. Kailangan nating kumilos para sa nakararami. Bigyan natin ng saysay ang buhay na isinugal ng mga naunang manggagawang panlipunan na nakipamuhay at tumulong sa pag-oorganisa ng mga pamayanan, tumugon sa mga pangailangan ng mga biktima ng karahasan at buong lakas na nanawagan para sa pagbabagong panlipunan. Lagi nating alalahanin na social work is political. Ang ating mga kilos, maliit man o malaki, personal man o profesional, mag-isa man o magkakasama, ay nagbibigay ng pribilehiyo sa isang partikular na uri sa lipunan at kasabay nito ay nagbubukod sa isa pang uri. Kaya hamon sa atin bilang mga manggagawang panlipunan na patuloy na tumindig kasama ang inaapi at pinagsasamantalahan, bakahin ang nananaig na kultura ng pananahimik at kawalang malasakit, at isulong ang pagbabanyuhay ng lipunan. Ito na ang panahon para tayo manindigan para sa taong bayan. Higit kailanman, Itunuturo sa atin ang katwiran na bumalik sa kasaysayan at ipagpatuloy ang laban ng mga naunang manggagawang panlipunan ng bayan para sa ganap na kalayaan at katarungan. Magsilbi nawa ang yugtong ito bilang simula ng mas matatayog pang tagumpay tungo sa lipunang malaya at mapagpalaya. Muli, pagbati sa mga bagong manggagawang panlipunan, pagpupugay sa lahat ng mga manggagawang panlipunan ng bayan, paglingkuran ang sambayanan.
Thank you, Mr. Meneses, for that wonderful message. Truly, your sleepless nights and restless days are all worth it.
To also deliver his message of gratitude, let us all welcome the president of the top performing school of the February 2022 Social Workers Licensure Examination, Caraga State University, its president, Dr. Anthony M. Pinaso.
My high respect and warm greetings to the Professional Regulation Commission officials, led by the chairperson and commissioners, the Professional Regulatory Board for Social Workers, led by the chairperson, Honorable Lorna C. Gabad, our successful passers of the February 2022 Social Workers Licensure Examination, higher education institution officials, proud parents and loved ones, a pleasant morning to each and everyone. I am absolutely delighted to be given the honor and privilege of congratulating and inspiring our successful licensure examinees. This is a momentous occasion for all of us, especially to Caraga State University for garnering the top spot as the #1 performing school in the most recent licensure examination. This is an accolade that we are most genuinely grateful of, especially so that our 27 successful examinees, 4 of whom are top-notchers, are part of our first batch of graduates. 10 members of the batch successfully hurdled the previous examination, with a second placer among them. Our challenge is how we are going to maintain this 100% passing rate. On behalf of the higher education institutions offering social work, I would like to thank PRC for organizing and making this event a meaningful and memorable one. Of course, allow me to congratulate all our passers. Indeed, you are so blessed to be among this year's roll of successful examinees. Let us thank God for this blessing, and without doubt, He deserves our praises and adoration. Ladies and gentlemen, successful people are dreamers who have found a dream too exciting and who work hard consistently and constantly until they can touch the realization of their dreams with their hands and see it with their eyes. For all of you, may this oath-taking ceremony give you a fresh revelation of your role in promoting social change, sustainable development, cohesion, and the empowerment of people and communities. Social work is indeed the art of listening and the science of hope. It should be made clear that your role as professional social workers gives you limitless opportunities to touch lives for good. As social workers, you are not in it for the income, but you are in it for the outcome. As you embark on the pursuit of your career as professional social workers, please be reminded why you end up pursuing a career in social work. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, he said that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. In closing, I wish to share with you a simple arithmetic problem which draws varied answers from varied groups of people. What is 1 plus 1? To a mathematician, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. To a computer scientist doing binary addition, 1 plus 1 is equal to 0 with a carry of 1. To a Gestalt psychologist, 1 plus 1 is less than 2. To a synergizer, 1 plus 1 is greater than 2. To a married couple, 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. To an accountant, 1 plus 1 is equal to what do you want? To a lawyer, 1 plus 1 is equal to whose side are you in? To a politician, 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 for me and 1 for you. To a disruptive innovator, 1 plus 1 is equal to 11. And finally, to a competent, courageous, committed, and caring social worker, 1 plus 1 is equal to the number of people and communities served, influenced, and inspired who become good, empowered, and resilient citizens and builders of an inclusive and progressive nation. Thank you very much, and once again, congratulations, mabuhay, and God bless us all.
Thank you, Dr. Penaso, and congratulations to everyone. You all deserve a big round of applause.
And now, to officially close this virtual oath-taking ceremony, please welcome the member of the Professional Regulatory Board for Social Worker, Honorable Fed J. Simpsona, for today's closing remarks.
Okay, good morning to all respected members of the PRC Commission, Chairperson Attorney Chofilo Pilando Jr., and Commissioners Dr. Jose Cueto Jr. and Attorney Erwin Enad, to all our 533 successful social work board examinees and new social workers, their parents and benefactors, to the first placer in this February 2022 social work licensure examination, Mr. Alain Mateo Ferrer Meneses from the University of the Philippines in Diliman, Quezon City, to Dr. Anthony M. Penaso, University President, Caraga State University, Butuan City, our top performing school for this examination, fellow Professional Regulatory Board for Social Work, Chairperson Lorna Gabad, members Honorable Rosetta Palma and Dr. Eli Acosta, to our 2021 Outstanding Professional of the Year awardee for social workers and keynote speaker for this event, Professor Emervencia L. Gutom, and to Director Sharon Law and his staff from the PRC Regional Office in Legazpi City, to our Board Secretary, Ms. Berna Glory, and supportive officials and staff at PRC Central and NCR, and to all those present who participated in today's significant undertaking, good morning. In behalf of the Professional Regulation Commission and the Professional Regulatory Board for Social Work, I sincerely congratulate all of our 533 successful social workers and extend our profound thanks and gratitude to all those who have helped us make today's event successful. We have been honored and privileged with the presence and participation of all our distinguished guests and speakers, and are surely gratified of all the wisdom and insights that were shared. Our 533 successful social workers, I'm sure, are all inspired and motivated to embark into the various fields of social work and social welfare endeavors that they will be involved in henceforth. Now that they have been sworn into the profession, they can legitimately practice the social work profession, guided by the tenets of the Professional Regulatory Law of Social Work, Republic Act 4373, amended by Republic Act 5175 and Republic Act 10847. We expect that all who pass this licensure examination will see to it that they register with the Professional Regulation Office where they are stationed so they can be included in the roster of professionals and obtain their professional identification cards or PICs and their certificate of registration or COR as social workers. Considering that as a profession, we have an accredited, integrated, Professional Organization or IPO, we encourage our new social workers to become members of this prestigious organization so they can be updated with the trends and issues in social work and social welfare and earn the corresponding units for their continuing professional development requirements and for the subsequent renewal of their PICs or professional identification cards. By the way, our present IPO is the Philippine Association of Social Workers Incorporated. And I think the president is Mr. Roy Luntayao. Or I think Lydia, I forgot her family name. Anyway, just go to their office at Philippine Social Science Council in Quezon City. As we continue to exist in the world around us, we are faced with formidable challenges and problems that beset us day in and day out, which can be both natural and man-made. Even as we haven't fully recovered from the impact caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, another global conflict occurred, the Ukraine invasion by Russian forces, which brought about pains and sufferings in most people's lives all over the world. This is over and above the many problems that hound us internally as a developing country. Nothing is impossible. So to end my closing remarks, let me borrow from one of my colleagues' favorite quotation. There is no greater joy nor greater reward than to make a fundamental difference in someone else's life, and that failure will never overtake us if our determination to succeed is strong enough. Thank you and good morning, everyone.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sinsana.
Thank you, our MCs. Thank you, attorney. And
Thank you so much, Honorable Sinsana.
thank you.
Dafish, you are now with social workers.
And I think they're asking if they can take pictures. Can we take pictures?
Yes. Yes, yes, Honorable
Maybe
Sinsana.
by panels. Maybe by panels.
Um, let me request everyone to turn their cameras. Okay na po, tapos na po.
Okay. So, salamat. Thank you so much in behalf of our board.
In behalf of PRC,
Salamat,
honorable
PRC.
boards, and
Thank you, Director Sharo.
congratulations. Opo.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Director
thank you.
Charlo and your team.
Yes, opo. At pasensya na po dun sa mga konting hitches sa internet connectivity.
Maraming salamat, Director Charlo.
Yes. Thank you, Sharo. Sir Sharo. Thank you again.
Yes, opo. Thank you and congratulations to everyone.
Congratulations,
PRC
everyone.
Legazpi.
Congratulations, PRC Legazpi.
Bye.
Thank you so much,
PRC Legazpi, mabuhay.
Thank you, everyone. Today marks the end of your oath-taking ceremony, but the real challenge starts as we step out of this virtual venue and venture out on our own, armed with the conviction that as we go on practicing our chosen profession, we are serving our purpose and goal of making everyone proud of us, just like today. Before that, I am leaving you with this quote from Anna Taylor, award-winning New Zealand fiction author. It is not your job to save everyone. Some people are not even ready to be helped. Focus on being of service to those who are, and be wise and humble enough to know when the best service you can offer is to guide them toward help in another direction. As Helen Keller says, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Once again, this is Ms. Roviti Diaz.
And this is Attorney Dominic M. Dito, together with the PRC Legazpi technical staff, Mr. Eugene Ivan Legazpi, Ms. Jenaline C. Sarsale, and Ms. Mariconi Toledo, and Ms. Joanna Marie Pignon. We would like to thank everyone who is with us in this platform this morning. Again, thank you and keep safe, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for
Thank you po. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po. Thank you po.
Thank you po. Thank you, PRC Legazpi. Thank you so much.
Thank you po.
Thank you, PRC Legazpi.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you po.
More power.
Congrats sa lahat.